Welcome everybody to a game that's finally underway. It is the Dota League Season number 5's European Division 2 game, a 2-game series between Out of Our League and ChW. So far ChW they are with a standing of 4 and 8, I do believe it was. Somehow I managed to close off that tab, but I do believe they were 4 and 8 and Out of Our League are 8 and 8. So Out of Our League so far definitely doing better. But Out of the League just changed, I think, 4 of their members in their lineup, so not entirely sure if it's gonna help them or maybe they're gonna need a little bit of time to adapt to each other's playstyle, something like that. But ChW, they do start with a first pick Earthshaker, banning out a Throne and a Juggernaut before, whereas Out of Your League have taken out the IO and now the Axe. So first 2 picks will be a Bristleback plus maybe a Lion, Skyriff Mage. Shadow Fiend of course could do, Vengeful Spirit still in the pool if they want to go for either one, but it will be a Sniper instead. So ChW, it would be good for them to just start thinking about heroes that can kind of chump the Sniper, not give him just the free time to easily attack away. As ChW, Lion now is the ban. Definitely makes sense. I mean, Out of Your League, they are missing support, so I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if we even got like a Vengeful Spirit banned out. Of course, it depends on what ChW want to go for as the secondary support themselves. I mean, something like a Skyriff Mage wouldn't be too bad. Decent combination with the Clockwork. Excuse me, dropped my ring, but decent combination with the Clockwork, of course. Just power cogs into Mystic Flare. Earthshaker's disables in most cases are also enough. As Wind Ranger of all heroes banned out. Why would you ban out a Wind Ranger? That's just not cool, guys. Not cool. But one thing I can say right now is, although this game got delayed, I'm happy I chose this game over the Vega Squadron versus 5P1C. I'm totally forgetting what it stands for, but because for them, one team hasn't even shown up at all. So yes, I chose the correct game. Even though it started late, at least it started. But now, ChW, they do ban out the Vengeful Spirit. Of course, if you, let's say, get a hookshot on the Sniper, and you power cogs him in, you definitely do not want the Vengeful Spirit to be there to just swap the Sniper out after all the trouble you went through. Dazzle though will be the pick for Out of Your League, so maybe that's one of the ways they want to safeguard the Sniper. But of course, it definitely synergizes already with the Bristleback and the Sniper both that they have, just because both are kind of reliant on their physical damage to actually kind of carry the game. So with the Dazzle being there, if he gets an aggressive weave on the enemy, always gonna be nice. As ChW, I thought about the hero, thought like maybe not, but Instant Operation will be the pickup. Of course, should the Sniper now go for a Mask of Madness, it will mean that if you get hit by the Ice Blast while the Mask of Madness is activated, first of all, it is gonna hurt so much. And of course, Dazzle cannot really help either. Shallow Grave might be enough though, and I did see a game, I think it was 2 days ago? 1 day? Can't even say for sure, probably 2 days by now. But there was a game where there was a Dazzle, a Witch Doctor, and I swear to God there was somebody else who could also heal. Oh yeah, I think it was the Juggernaut's healing ward. But the Shallow Graves always managed to outlast the Frostblast, the Shatter effect duration. So that meant that, yes, they dropped low in health, but after the Ice Blast ended on them, so did the Shallow Grave, of course, but then there was the Healing Ward, then there were Urn of Shadows, Voodoo Restoration, and they were just fine. Now the Out of Your League, they do need one additional support. Of course, they could even go for a Jungler if they really wanted to pick up something like an Enigma. Maybe not the best hero though, considering you are up against a Clockwork who with just Battery Assault can cancel the Black Hole, even if he does get sucked into it. Then there's like the Fisher from Earthshaker as well, not too bad at all in cancelling the Black Hole. But they're for now gonna pick up a Rubik instead. I mean, Rubik, definitely solid hero, just it is almost never gonna be a bad support, to be honest. You have a guaranteed stun, a pretty fast one at that. Also, up against Clockwork it's a little bit better just because if you get cogged, if somebody else gets cogged, you just lift up the Clockwork and throw him out of his own cogs. It's more or less like evicting somebody from their own home. It's just, yeah, I'm just gonna take over your home, dude. Sorry, but you're no longer wanted here. Storm Spirit was the 4th ban by Out of Your League, by the way, as well. Didn't even look at that, but Storm Spirit definitely would have fit ChW. A hero that, first of all, builds Orchid, which is nice against Dazzle, of course. A hero that can easily jump the back lines, get to the sniper there. Now though, ChW, they have the support, so for them it's more about the cores now. Queen of Pain still in the pool if they want to go for that one. Also a Orchid carrier if need be. Can also just go a little bit deeper into the fights. Maybe not as well as the Storm Spirits, because you blink in, then you're suddenly on a 6-second cooldown, which you may not be able to escape from alive. Zeus though is the pick for ChW, so lots of burst coming for sure. But late game wise, like late game potential for them at the moment is almost non-existent, whereas for Out of the League, it's already pretty decent as it is. Rubik can, of course, I think so far one of the better abilities to steal would be that Fissure from the Earth. She could just get the instant Fissure going. Nice additional stun to have. But last bans now, Out of Your League. I suppose something like a Medusa wouldn't be too bad, but they're banning out a Faceless Void instead. I mean, Faceless Void can, if necessary, of course, be played in that one hard carry role, or one position hard carry role. Of course, it's maybe not as effective, but definitely also one of the heroes that can just shut down the sniper and will hope at least to kill him off before the Shallow Grave, for example, comes out from the Dazzle. But what will ChW go for as their last one? Will they go for maybe like a semi-pushing global strategy, picking up something like a Nature's Prophet? I hope not, because although it would give them push, it would still leave them extremely weak come the later stages of the game. So maybe Slark quite possibly can go for the aggression early on. With a blink can definitely just get next to the sniper, and of course with the pounce make it so the sniper can't really escape either. And Slark later on, not too bad of a hero either, really. It's not like Nature's Prophet would be bad even later on, but it would also screw the relaning a tad. Who knows, maybe ChW are gonna throw a core Earthshaker our way, but Out of Our League will pick a Slark for themselves. So ChW, Medusa, Phantom Assassin, I suppose maybe an Anti-Mage, although I really don't see any point in them picking the Anti-Mage. Weaver wouldn't be too bad, now that I think about it. There aren't really that many lockdowns. If you build Lincoln Sphere as well, although not the greatest Lincoln Skin considering you're up against a Bristleback, Nasal Goo, one of the easiest way to just really cancel the Lincoln Sphere or pop the Lincoln Sphere. ChW though will pick up a Wraith King, though I just do not like this at all. Wraith King, yes, with a blink may be able to get close to the sniper and just kind of deal with him, but Out of the League suddenly they're gonna have a Bristleback, they're gonna have a Slark. It can work out with the slows just hitting, or let's say Wraith King goes in, dies, then comes the Ice Blast while everybody is slowed, so they cannot really escape the AoE of it. But that's like looking for synergy at the moment. It's really not the greatest. Also, Wraith King not that great in inputting damage into whoever is going to be power cogged by the Clockwork. So Out of Our League, it's probably not that hard to execute, though they may run dual lanes, which of course will mean that if that's the case, Clockwork is going to have a slightly easier time, especially should it be up against his Slark. Expecting the Sniper go mid lane, Bristle maybe with the Dazzle off lane, and Rubik Slark safe lane. The Dazzle can of course go into a safe lane tri lane as well if need be, but having the start or a start to the game, and they need a few minutes. Yeah, like they didn't need enough to even start the draft. So just a little bit of water now. A little bit of water. I'm just going to introduce the lineups as we are waiting anyway. So for the side of out of our league, Real Toxie will be playing the Rubik, leaving Inkman on the Slark, Couchor on the Dazzle with Chink Scott handling the Bristleback, and the last one for them is Sela playing the Sniper. ChW though, for them Kaitora handling the Brave King, leaving Couchor, W4M, I don't know, Couchor, Tokasan being on that Zeus, leaving Ralphie on the Earthshaker and Dante to be the Clockwork. So for them, of course, nobody really even managed to purchase items, but I still think Brave King is going to be in a core role here. Ralphie should be in the supporting role for the most part for their team. So for ChW, definitely lots of execution is required here. Their pushing isn't the fastest either, so even if they do execute this extremely well, they're still gonna have to push high ground up against the Sniper with the shrapnels being there. I suppose other than the just shrapnel and the Sniper being there as the high ground defense, it's not that scary. It's not like they're running into a Darkseer Vacuum Wall combination or just Blink RP, let's say, or even Blink Echo Slam, to be honest, because they have the Earthshaker themselves, of course. Just like Blink Ravage, Epicenter Burrow Strike, like whatever combinations really. They don't have to worry that much about that. But I suppose now that we just have to wait for a few minutes, we can just go over the cosmetics. And this Clockwork, it's just me, but he feels like he's really small. Does the Clockwork grow as he gets levels or something? This guy feels really small compared to others somehow. It's like Bristleback also starts pretty small. Although at the moment we don't have any massive heroes next to him, so it's not as apparent, because if let's say Bristleback should start or next to a Doombringer, that's gonna be a just massive difference in size. Slark fishy. And his eyes are a little bit creepy, especially his right eye. Well, at the moment from where we look, the left one, but when you're just picturing yourself as him, it's the right eye. It's a little bit weird, mostly watching crooked, not watching straight. I guess fish in general do not watch like straight anyway, because, well, this fish has it more, but usually fish, they have like eyes at the sides almost. Oh, we have, I think, the player appearing. Yeah, look at the Sniper as well. He's like, yes, I am here, guys. We can do this. We can do this. After a long wait, things can finally get underway. But Chink Scott is heading towards the offlane, as one could have expected. Couchor may or may not be joining in. Maybe just wants to go in, place a ward. But then again, they have spread their wards at the moment. One towards the bottom side, one towards the top side of the map. Of course, one sentry towards the top side is usually gonna be reserved to dewarding that pull camp, if it is even blocked at all. Just because if you're a support, you definitely want to get some easy extra XP and easy gold by pulling through the camp. This camp, of course, if you're the Dire side. This one, if you're the Radiant side. But now, being dual lanes for out of our league, it's not gonna be that bad. Even with this dual lane though, Chink Scott has to be a little bit careful, but those supports on ChW can definitely do quite a bit. Most of it will come down and depend on just Earthshaker landing that perfect Fisher block. Although Inkman, he's gonna get the top bounty rune. Still 17 seconds and counting though. Bottom though, will Chink Scott even go and contest for it? About 7 seconds now. Good job with Kaitora, they're hanging about, so, well, never mind. They're gonna have to try. Oh, the Fisher may even actually backfire a little bit. Couchor takes a bit of damage, but Shrapnel, he's gonna slow everybody down. Couchor still on the run. One more attack. Oh god, you're kidding me, right? 10 HP and one more punch. First blood goes to Chink Scott on the Bristleback. Only one stack of Quill Spray is on Ralphie, so I don't think Jinx card is gonna keep on going, but Bounty Rune, Bristleback got that one, Slark got the top Bounty Rune. So they got both Bounty Runes, they got First Blood, Dazzle almost went down, just Chilling Touch is pretty strong, but Breaking, not the fastest of heroes for sure, getting a little bit body block there as well, and Shrapnels of course slowing them in addition. So nice start for them, of course. That's gonna mean that Couchor, he's gonna take quite a while, unless he purchases a TP now. Well, which he does to get back to lane. They definitely want to ensure that Bristleback gets off to at least a reasonable start. Maybe not gonna get the most last hits, because up against the tri-lane it's still gonna be hard. Especially if it's a Chilling Touch double stun tri-lane. But even then, with the Dazzle being there, they should at the very least get XP. Maybe Dazzle is gonna just go and stack Ancients every now and then as well to really help out the Bristleback regain his composure. As Couchor, he's in a lot of trouble. Bristleback already level 2. A few more Quill Sprays might do the trick. If only Dazzle was also level 2, that would have been such an easy kill. Just Poison Touch onto the Wraith King. And Jinx card, well, he has his boots, but mana pool is lacking. So maybe pick up a Magic Stick, although spells won't be spammed all that much from this lane in all fairness. So I'd really like a Ring of Pazzi. Maybe have the Dazzle pick it up, but just get some form of mana regen on Jinx card. Although sometimes you just go for a bottle. That may not be too bad either, just get some health regen while also regening your mana at the same time. Dante though on the offlane, about to hit level 2, so he's not doing horribly as Real Toxie. He wanted to make sure that the side pull doesn't work out for Dante, of course. While doing so, he had to tank up some damage. As Tokasan now, he's gonna, well, just Lightning Bolt, even though it's a level 1 Lightning Bolt, Scylla, taking a huge amount of damage. He has some Magic 1 charges. Is he gonna Shrapnel the low ground? No, he's not. Ralphie gonna come in with haste, and well, that's gonna be an easy pickup on the sniper. He's trying to do whatever he can. There's telekinesis as well. He's still alive, just being in the trees. They don't have vision, Zeus. He's trying his best, but well, now the Dazzle appears. Shadow Wave already used. Shadow Grave not even necessary, so Ralphie does have the clarity, and in the meantime Ingman will get the pounce onto Dante. A few more attacks, power cogs. He's waiting for them. He waited too long. Although, now Ingman trapped under the tower, but he's gonna be plenty tanky. Dazzle, they also find the Earthshaker in, and 4-0 for out of our league. What a start for them. And not only do they get the kills, they're also out farming more or less every lane. Mid lane, last hit wise, neck and neck. But even so, just Bristleback gets more farm than the Wraith King, and that's a duel versus a tri-lane. Wow, they need to find some openings, because their lineup, they cannot fall behind early, to be honest. Maybe once they hit level 6 on Ancient Depression and Zeus, they can start grabbing some easy kills with just Ice Blast as well as Thunder God's Wrath. I mean, definitely game is by no means over. I mean, we're only 3.5 minutes in after all. But it's just not a great start at all. All 3 cores farming, even a Bristleback getting levels while at it. Level 4, well, Clockwork also about to hit level 4, so I guess it's not all that bad. Clockwork up to 7 last hits as well, so it's not completely zoned out. Of course, a lot of it is due to just it being a dual lane against him. Mid lane, of course, Sniper needs to play at an extremely safe distance, because Lightning Bolt, especially as Zeus now puts more and more levels into it. Sniper, you can take like 1 Lightning Bolt, then you're gonna get Arc Lightning, then Thunder God's Wrath, and you may even die. So 4 minutes in now, 4 kill advantage. Ralphie in some trouble, or is he? Probably tanked up the creeps now. Couchor on the run will get cold feeted up, I think. Yeah, it doesn't get off a single spell. So being a little bit too deep as the Dazzle there, definitely overconfident by far. So just giving away some nice gold and XP to the support of Chili Willy. I mean, easy 360 gold between the two of them. Almost like getting first blood. Mid lane though, Tokasan, he was spamming out all of his mana, of course, just because it does have the regen rune. Now Jinx card, he already got stunned. Ralphie trying to get enough mana, he does now with the Magic Stick. Nice block as well, and Ancient Depression is going to be safe because of that block. Couchor though, never mind, Magic Stick should be fine, or is it Jinx card? Too low on mana, maybe in trades and 1 more Quill Spray, but that would really be at its limit. Now the Couchor will just slow down Ralphie. Wanted to really badly cancel that. Clarity, I think, top lane though. Another pounce into Dante. Do they have the telekinesis? They already used it, but I think it's going to be the kill, yeah, with the help of the Fate Bolt and a few more attacks. Real Toxic picks up the kill, so 5-1. Yes, ChW has gotten one, but for now, it just nearly isn't enough. Mid lane though, Tokasan, Shrapnel, maybe not the best positioning, or maybe then again, he did want to land it on the creeps as well as on the escape path for the Zeus. Bottom lane though, Couchor again into top lane. Another Fisher, Ralphie comes in to save the day. Even with the magic stick though, will not have enough for another one until a Clarity is just activated on him by his kindly ancient apparition. Real Toxic though, up to 770 gold, which means if it's Arcane Boots Rubik desires, Arcane Boots he shall have. At least, well, eventually for sure, but if it continues at this rate, probably even gonna be rather fast. Now 6 minutes, 15 seconds in. Looking at the graphs, there is already a near 4k lead as ChW. Oh, he's in so much trouble. Refer Blast. I think he needed to activate the Shallow Grave immediately to be able to survive, and even then, probably wouldn't have made it out completely as mid lane. Tokasan Assassination! So he did quite a bit of damage to Sayla, but Thundercrash Wrath was used, which also helped kill the Dazzle. Although they didn't really need the additional help in all fairness. But where was the Bristleback when the Dazzle died? Was he? I don't think he was farming Ancients or anything, so maybe it was just regening up. Now though, down to half HP as it is. ChW coming back to the lane, so Dazzle is, or has been the only casualty so far, having died twice. But even then, crafts 4k network fleet, about 3.5 in XP for out of our league, and that's only 7 minutes in. If they can just continue this pace of a momentum up until like 15 minutes in, they should be able to completely Death Ball over Chilly Willy. Of course, Death Balls may quite easily be stopped by an Ancient Operation Ice Blast, but for that he's gonna need a little bit more farm. In the meantime, Couchor, does he have a Midas recipe? Oh, he's not even close to the recipe. His lack of last hits and of course that one death as well, definitely making him struggle by quite a bit here. Never mind. This lane, although defensively Bristleback Dazzle definitely nice. I mean, Bristleback already level 6. Aggressively, although Quill Spray does do a lot of damage and you can definitely dive towers with this, you don't really have too many slows or stuns going for you. There is Goo on the Bristleback, but that's all gonna be like extra strain for your mana pool. Now the Bristleback has picked up a Ring of Health. This game, yes, there's a reasonable amount of physical damages. Oh, we have a hookshot, Real Toxic. Is he even gonna die with the Fisher? I think so. Yeah, Thundercrash Wrath to secure it. Tokasan picks it up. Bottom lane though, Couchor, well, he's level 6, but doesn't have a point into the reincarnation. Well, he wouldn't have mana for it anyway at the moment. Even with the magic stick, he was lacking like 15 mana. Now though, easy kill on the Bristleback. They hang around for a little bit too long there, or didn't really know to pop that Shallow Grave just in case. So Zeus nicely coming in there. As top lane, the tower was denied by the inspiration, but champion from Ingman. Can he get the kill? Maybe so with the help of the Shadow Dance. One more attack. How many stacks? 7 stacks of Essence Shift now. He wants to go for more. 5 seconds on cooldown though. That's too deep. Ingman. Well, I think he's gonna survive, but wasn't too comfortable there. If the pounds had been higher levels, which would have meant lower cooldown, I think it could have kept on going on the Ancient Apparition. So it's still fine. 8-4 out of our league. Although they've lost a couple of heroes, they should still be in the lead by quite a comfortable margin. So yeah, a 5k lead now. Couchor, look at the damage he's taking. Shadow Wave Bomb does miss a little bit, but I mean, Couchor, no idea what he was even attempting, but he's level 7 now, so he has the reincarnations. That's nice. But you really never want to die with a level 1 reincarnation. If you're gonna die anyway, yes, you'd rather have reincarnation in most cases. But it's just the fact that it's on a 260-second cooldown. Oh, the hookshot lands into a creep. Sniper getting a little bit lucky, I suppose. Oh, Dante gets first hit headshot there. But not enough follow-up, not enough vision, I think. And shrapnel charges. Sniper was all out of those. So Rubik running around with his arcanes. Has a level 6, which means spell steal is available as bottom lane. Ralphie How much can he help? He has a Fisher. They're trying to go for Q-Clop. Another stun, but Q-Clop is on the other side. And look at that Shadow Wave bomb. I am not too sure how many Q stacks that was, but probably like 2 because he just respawned. Now though, another punch. Bristleback gets another kill first of the wall. He's hitting for, at the moment, 170 damage with 4 Warpath stacks. Now Q-Clop, he's on the run. Thunderguard Draft still not getting the kill, but Jinx, he's blocked in. He's trying to run away. They definitely went too deep. Should have just backed the hell out of there after they got the kill on the Earthshaker. So the Creed getting the better of them, but Dazzle does survive, so a little bit of a positive to the situation there as well. Looking at the net worth though, the 3 cores, they are too much ahead of Chili Willies, I'd say for now. Earthshaker not level 6, of course it's not that crucial, but Ancient Operation being level 6 a little bit bigger of a deal. But there's going to be a pounce, so pounce blocked by Ralphie. Does get rid of the stuns with the Dark Pact, and that is going to be kill secured. Shadow Dance was also popped, but it's worth getting the kill. It's only a 60-second cooldown after all as well. So Mask of Mana stun on Zella, kind of a double-edged sword, especially being up against lots of global damage from the Ice Blast. Now though, Jinx got, he's going to go for Couchor again, knowing that the reincarnation is on cooldown. 2 more Quill Sprays should do the trick, or what? Never mind. He gets rid of the nasal goo at least thanks to the stun, and Jinx, oh, he's not going to go that deep this time. Toka-san was coming close, and wow, it's going to be a first item bail of Discord on the Zeus by the looks of things. It can work out. They do have a pretty nice amount of magical damage. I mean, Earthshaker mostly magical because Enchant Totem is not going to be maxed out until really late into the game, I think. But Bristleback isn't going for the Vanguard, so will be the pipe. Really happy about that choice here. But are they going to really rotate into the middle? I mean, Jinx does have plenty of health to work with, to be honest. Mana pool not struggling that much at this point in time either, thanks to probably the magic wand. And well, with the Zeus being there, definitely spells will be spammed. That's one thing you can like almost always rely on. Inkman though, he's gonna just wrap around with the Invis Rune. Dante, he's a pretty hard kill, 4 base armor, maybe not the greatest, but pretty solid nonetheless. And well, there's the Pounce, Dark Pact as well. He's gonna try to just keep up to Dante, and Dante, well, he goes for the Power Cogs, does force out the Shadow Dance, but even with that, it's gonna be a kill. Although Ingman, oh, don't stay. Yeah, nicely done. He just stuck around for farming creeps, although they're gonna lose that Wraith King, they're gonna lose Ralphie on top of that, no stuns. And Toka-san, he's getting punched. There's a lot of damage. Lightning Bolt, Arc Lighting. But from the other side, we're gonna have Fate Bolt, Telekinesis into the Assassinate. Real Toxie gets a double kill, 5-man wipe. And all they have to show for it is a dead fish. Electrocuted. First of all, that's like animal torture, by the way. First of all, you freeze him up with the Ice Blast, and then with the Thunderguard Draft, you electrocute him. I suppose like fish survive in almost, well, in freezing water anyway. So electricity, easy way to kill fish. But look at the Rubik. He has more net worth than everybody but the Zeus. So Rocket Flare, a little bit off target, so Sniper, he will survive. But now it's just apparent how much the Ice Blast can indeed do. Jinx Kata, once it finishes the pipe, this damage is greatly gonna be negated. Real Toxie up to another 1.4k gold already on the Rubik. So whether it be Blink or Force Staff, probably Force Staff, knowing that they're up against the Clockwork. Neither one is going to be that far off, and look at the gold advantage! What? What? 11,000. 14 minutes in. About 8k in XP, so it's a little bit better with that, but man! That's massive. There's even going to be a 4-staff on Sniper. Who cares about damage? They're not lacking it anyway. Might as well go for like Mobility Sniper. Just ensure that if you get hookshot, you can easily escape yourself. You don't rely that much on supports, and that self-sufficiency, it's probably even not that bad. Slark in the meantime will finish up a Shadow Blade. No Blink. But Shadow Blade may also work out fine. It definitely does synergize with your ultimate. Most of the time though, it's just kind of an easy counter to that one. But Veil of Discord is finished on the Zeus, so Thunderguard Draft. Oh god, Kaitora! Well, he has Reincarnation now. Pounce also misses. Nicely dodged by the Brave King. going into the little just hole in those trees here. Inkman, of course, well, he doesn't care at all about the damage he took from the Brave Fire Blast because he is just perfectly fine. So 16 to 6 is the kill score. We're gonna have a couple more kills, I think. Cyclops Ice Blast will connect because Dazzle runs back into it. So unfortunate, but Mask of Madness. Sniper gonna take care of Ralphie. Dante, one more punch. Sniper gets that one. So a 1 for 2. Clockwork. Well, losing a coordinate support for just a support, and even the Dazzle almost made it out, just ran back in. That is the power of global damage. Inkman comes in with the Shadow Blade, finds Couchor, does get the pounce as well, and one more punch. What? Oh, he was lacking the mana. He had stick charges, but I think the Essence Shift screwed him over there. Maybe he didn't want to use it anyway, just because high chances are that he could have died again, and that 16-minute blink Arcanes on Rubik has himself a Fissure stolen. Ice Blast flying though, Sela has to be careful of this. He does get out, and Jinx God, well, he has extra magic resistance of course, so he doesn't care as much, and once the shatter ends, he's going to be regening up pretty fast. So that's gonna be Roshan time, a double damage picked up on Sela. Mask of Madness of course popped almost immediately, so Rocket Flare does scout things out. I mean, Hookshot is scary. Ice Blast though on cooldown for another 8 seconds, and that 8 seconds might just be enough to already clean up Roshan, or if not quite, you may get hit by Ice Blast, but you should be able to clean up Roshan. Look at the range. Sniper, he took one step out of Roche Pit, got the Shrapnel to slow them down, give them some vision, and Roche will go down. Age is picked up by the Slug. Thunder God's Wrath does nothing at all because there's a pipe activated wall. What do you know? Hookshot does miss. Even the Centaurs come out to play now. Fissure stolen by Real Toxie. 2 kills. They didn't even break a sweat. Pounce into good job. And well, Sniper used the 4-step as well pretty nicely, neatly to get to the high ground like this. But Ralphie, Assassination, Inkman, Pounce secures the kill. Another 4 kills. They lose Ages. This is really closing in on let's just tap out boys territory. Let's just call GG because in not too long we might surpass that magical 1k per minute lead barrier in both XP and net worth. Net worth a little bit earlier, especially should they claim a couple more towers, but looking at the hero levels, look at it. Or don't look at it. It's depressing. So what's the least depressing graph we may show? Current gold. It looks like only this Lark has a lot. Everybody else is equal. Let's look at this graph because this is the least depressing. But Chili Willy, I really struggle to see what's their comeback plan. Couchor still holding on to a Gloves of Ace, maybe a Maelstrom 8B, and even later Hand of Midas, and it's just getting chased down. Sela did lose Visionary. Another Shrapnel will come out. The Hookshot though. He still has the 4-step, but he's taking so much damage. If there's like one Brave Fire Blast in 4 seconds, Sela, oh, he went too deep, and he is gonna pay the price with that Rocket Flare. I'm not too sure if he just had that one cool off. Oh, Inkman though, he wants Dante. There's no TP, and well, that's gonna be a kill secured, I believe. Clockwork though, Magic One keeps himself alive a little while longer. If he gets the Cogs to block off Inkman, never mind. Real Toxie shows up, gets the kill. 6, 1, and 8 on the Rubik. He's a murderer. Jinx will get hit by the Ice Blast, but if it really becomes heated, just pop the pipe. No, Dazzle was not the first blood, I do believe. Who went down for first blood? I'm struggling to remember. Oh yeah, it was Dazzle just barely escaping with like 10 HP and them killing the Wraith King, I think it was. Yes, Wraith King gave away first blood. Now though, we do have an Ogre Club as well on Jinx card, so maybe an SNY, maybe a BKB. Either one would be fine in all fairness. Ice Blast flying mid lane. Pipe not going to be activated. Only one gets hit as it is. Enchant Totem, well, that's just kind of a useless spell. Still, maybe not that useless. Just getting extra damage with the ranged version. If it was level 4, it would be pretty strong even on Rubik. But another Shrapnel just damage the creeps. Dark Pact will clean them up completely. They get the tier 2 down. So we are looking at more or less a 20k net worth lead now. 20,000. How many or what big items do we have from that? Not that many in all fairness. BKB down now on Slark though. Guess that is pretty huge. Inkman shouldn't be able to die. At least not until the point that there's an Aghanim Scepter and Ancient Apparition. But that point is not going to be before the 35-minute mark, I'd say. They even have free earn charges as it is to just keep people healthy once the Ice Blast ends. Once the Shatter... Is it called Shatter, the debuff of it? I think so. But they're going to lose just another tier 2 and... Well, ChW, although they have quite a bit of AoE damage. I mean, they have the Veil of Discord after all with Thunderglass Wrath, Ice Blast, Clockworks, Rocket Flare maxed out. If only they had a Blink Echo Slam, but at least they have a Echo Slam now, so that's better than before. Dazzle picks up a Medallion of Courage to speed up the next Roshan. Ingman is just going to be healing back up with 74.4 extra health. Now Shadowblade is there, he's, I think, maybe scouting for wards. If he just went a little bit to the east, could have spotted out this Observer and Sentry to be honest, but they can easily just buy a gem soon enough. Get like absolute and utter map control. Looking at the network now though, once again. Oh, got hookshot in the back lines. They catch real toxic, but well, it's nice to kill off the Rubik because Rubik has been doing a lot so far. Does have a killing spree at least on him as well, but Ralphie now BKB on Ingman. He cleans out one, Celada. Wow, god. The burst on Zeus is real with that Veil of Discord, but they need a little bit more Kaitora. Just cannot close the distance, 4 step away as well into the trees. No vision. Kaitora has to stun up Bristleback instead, but of course Bristleback tanky as all hell. They get the reincarnation. Can they get him once again without Bristleback dying there? Kaitora. Who do you stun? He's gonna go for a quick lock. Oh god, maybe. Although probably wouldn't have even gotten a kill on Bristleback, but they couldn't get anything done. Slark does lose the Aegis, maybe intentionally so, not entirely sure. But GG is called out of our league. Was definitely out of Chili Willy's league, and in a positive way for themselves. But guys, this was only game number 1 out of a 2-game series, so we're gonna be back with game number 2 in just a couple of minutes, and with this game being so fast, I suppose the game starting late, not that big of a deal in the end. But as I said guys, we're gonna be back in just a couple of minutes, so don't go anywhere.